Hi Rainbow students, we're going to start with a cardio vault warm-up today. So first we're going to start with how our arms are supposed to be while we're running. So we're going to bend our elbows in and we're going to move them back and forth. And they're going to get faster, faster, faster. Good. Don't forget those arms. Now we're going to add our legs and we're just going to jog in place and move our arms. Very good. Just like that. Now we're going to try and get high knees. So you're going to lift your knees up in front as high as you can when you run, like this. And keep those arms moving. Good. Now we're going to try and kick our butt. So your foot's going to come up behind you and you're going to keep your knees down low and keep those arms going. So kick your butt just like that. Good. Now we're going to run as fast as we can. Ready, set, go. Good. And freeze. And then last, we're going to do some straight jumps. So arms up and jump. Push through those toes. Keep those legs super straight and freeze. Hi Rainbow students. We're going to do our rec stretches, but we're going to do them a little faster and shorter today. So first we'll start in our straddle. Make sure your legs are super straight, toes are pointed, reach your arms up. Both hands to one side, and you're going to flex and point your foot. Make sure your leg stays nice and straight 3 to 5 times. Then arms up to the other side, same thing. Flex and point that one foot, keeping your knee super straight. Then up to the middle and do both feet. You want to make sure you're trying to get your belly to the ground. Don't duck your head around your back. Then arms up, feet together. Close your pike as much as you can. You want to try and touch your toes if you can, and then you're going to alternate. One foot flex, the other foot point. 5 to 10 times you're going to switch. Okay? Then you're going to do your straddle swim through. Make a big straddle, push yourself up in the middle. Pretend I'm doing it. Into your straddle, and then walk forward, chest down, feet together, and push up into your cobra. Make sure your feet are squeezed together and your hips are pressed down to the ground. Then you're going to do your cat stretch. Your high knee goes up in the air. Arms go out long in front, and you're pressing your armpits and your chin to the ground. Then you'll come up on your knees, put one leg out in front. Make sure your hips are both facing forward, and you're going to bend and straighten 3 times, keeping that belly button facing the front. Then you're going to make your legs straight, hands down on the floor, flex and point that foot 3 to 5 times, keeping this leg straight. Then you're going to slide into your split as far as you can, keeping your back knee on the ground and your belly button facing forward. Hold that for about 10 seconds. And then switch. We're going to do the other leg. So same thing, make it straight, belly button forward, 3 times pressing. Bend, straight, then hands down, flex and point 3 to 5 times, keeping this leg straight, and then slide in as far as you can, knee on the ground, belly button forward. Hold it for 10 seconds, then come out. Then you can lay on your back and do your bridge. So hands by your shoulders, feet flat on the floor, and press. Belly button up. And then come down and rock and roll 3 to 5 times. Hey everybody, our next activity, we're going to be working on some beam skills. Our focus today is our handstand. And we're going to be breaking that down, starting all the way down from the lowest level up to that handstand. For my beam, if you have a beam at home, you can use that if you've got a flat beam. Or over here, I've got some rolled up beach towels to make my own beam to practice with. Okay, so the first step before you're doing anything is you want to try your lunge touch. So lunge touch, you put your favorite foot in front, toes are touching like this, they're not next to each other, your legs are straight, you want to keep your ears covered the whole time, and then you're only going to bend at the waist to touch the beam and stand. So like this. If you can do that without wobbling or moving your feet, then you can move on to our lunge touch. So you'll start in your lunge, favorite foot's in front, that knee is bent, the back leg is straight, and then arms are still at your ears. Your feet aren't going to do anything. Same thing, bending at the waist. So like this. All the way up. Same thing, no wobbles. Try and do that 5 times before you move on to Arti Touch. So we're going to start the same way as our lunge touch. Okay? That nice lunge, bent front leg, back leg straight, ears covered. Now we're going to add in our T. So you'll lift up your back leg, oops, and show your letter T, both legs straight, touch, and stand. Back to that lunge. Okay, this one's tricky. You want to start off slow, and then as you get better at it, you can go a little quicker, but you want to make sure you're showing that letter T shape on the way down and on the way up. Okay? Once you've mastered that, you're going to add the broken leg kick. So both legs are going to come all the way up and keep a nice big split. I'm going to try my best on this one, okay? So start in that lunge, same thing, letter T, and then kick, up, good. Your hands on the beam want to be butterfly hands, so thumbs together and fingers gripping the sides. If you don't have anything to grip, then they're just spread out like this, okay? I started out low. You want to be able to see your foot as you kick. As you get more confident, try and kick higher and higher until you're getting your hips all the way over your head, okay? The last step after you've tried that is the handstand. So both legs will go up and then come together and then step down one at a time, okay? Lunge, T, do that big kick, touch, back to the beat. Okay, have fun.
Our last activity is going to be red ball conditioning that you can follow along with and do at home. We have in front of Miss Caitlin a couple objects that you might find around your house that you can use instead if you don't have a red ball. First, we're going to start with 20 candlestick stretch jumps. So you'll hold your object above your head, your candle back, squeezing your legs together, your toes pointed, squeeze your butt and your candle, and doing a big jump, keeping your ears covered the whole time. Next, we're going to do our burpees. So you'll jump, squat down, put your object down, jump out to a good push-up position, and do a big jump with your ears covered. Make sure you're keeping your feet squeezed together, your hiney down, and your belly tight the whole time, and doing a big jump, pushing all the way through your toes. Last, we're going to do our mountain climbers. Hold your object out in front, and you'll bend one leg back, keeping your foot live, pushing through your toes, and not letting your knees slam the ground, but almost touching.